some football players continue to kneel for the national anthem, one Hall of Famer making his message clear in a message to protesters. Jim Brown says, "I will never kneel and I will always respect the flag. I'm not going to denigrate my flag and I'm going to stand for the national anthem. I'm fighting with all of my strength to make it a better country. But I don't think that's the issue because what is the top side? Are you not going to stand up? This is our country, man. We work hard to make it better, and that is my attitude."
And here to weigh in is former NFL coach and sports analyst Tony Dungy, but more importantly, he was kind enough to bring his wife with him. Lauren Dungy, great to see both of you.
Great to be here.
This is the first time you've both been on our couch together.
It is the first time.
And it's an exciting time for you because you're the authors of two brand new books, Austin Plays Fair and Maria Finds Courage, two books to send message to kids about values, right?
We're excited about our books. They were released yesterday, and yet sports-related stories that kids can relate to. They can see themselves in the story because the kids face challenges that they all face when they're playing the game sports.
You know what, Tony? These could become a bestseller just if you sell to the kids at your house. You've got...
We do
That's the
have...
plan. Get each one of them to buy one. We're good.
10 kids.
10
You guys
kids.
have such big hearts. You have some of your own. I come from a family, two of my sisters are adopted. You know, it's such a wonderful thing, and I know that's a passion of yours.
Yes, it is a passion.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's a good one. Well, give us your thoughts, Coach, on the anthem. We were just talking about the Hall of Famer and people speaking out right now. What do you make of what's going on?
Well, first of all, I know a lot of these young men, and they are trying to be a voice for people that don't have a voice. They're speaking up, and that's what the Bible tells us to do. So I respect that. I respect Jim Brown's position. I think if I were still coaching, what I would do is tell my players, let's come in and talk. Tell me your issues, what you're upset about. Give me some solutions. I'm going to give you 10 minutes of my press conference every week so that you can get that voice. You want to be a voice, I'm going to give you a platform, and let's work together on this. Maybe not use the 3 minutes before the game during the national anthem. Let's use a time where you can get your voice really heard and let people know what the issues are.
Because you don't hide from the issues. You know in America there are issues of social justice. It needs to be addressed. And you know that athletes have a lot of power and fame and should use it. And so, Tony, if you were a player and a coach, so if you're a player, would you be standing? If you're a coach, would you be standing?
I would stand because I personally think that's the way to go. But I know my dad was in the service. He was in the military. That's why he fought. That's why he enlisted in World War II, to give us the choice, the freedom of choice to do what we think is best. Right. But what I would do is get with my fellow teammates and my fellow coaches, what's going to be the best way, the most effective way to get this out? And that's where I think we haven't done a good job, the NFL and the players. Come together, let's talk about solutions and how can we get this out. But one thing, Brian, these guys are not unpatriotic. They are not standing against our country. They're standing against kneeling against what's wrong in the country.
What do you teach your kids about this? How do you talk to them?
You know, my kids understand the story and understand the situation, but they also are understanding that they have to have respect for the team and for what's being taught, you know, there.
Yeah. All right, so you have... Go ahead.
Do you think that Jerry Jones down in Dallas has the right approach? He says if you're going to play for the Cowboys, you are going to stand and your toes are going to be on the line.
He has the ability, the freedom to run his team the way he wants to run it. And if I'm working for him, I have to abide by his rules.
It's a job.
It is a job. We understand that. I personally wouldn't do it that way. If I was the coach, I would talk to my guys and say, you have the freedom to do it, but let's think about why. But I understand that.
Let's talk about two controversial subjects, Austin and Maria. First off, in Austin, the theme is Austin plays flag football, but one problem, his team has lost 6 games in a row. So I guess in the end, he quits and plays another sport?
Well, not exactly.
No, you have him stick it out, right?
He's got wonderful coaches that walk alongside of him and support him in that decision.
We happen to be the coaches.
We are the coaches, and we are there to instill good values and just encourage them to do the right thing. And that's important. And many kids face those situations where they're not sure what to do. What's the best way to handle this situation?
He has a teammate that says we can win by cheating. And then they have to figure out if they're going to play by the rules.
And Maria wants to play soccer?
Maria wants to play soccer, but she's hesitant because this is a new sport, and she's not sure if this is the game for her. But with the encouragement of her coaches again,
Right.
she's out there and she plays and does well.
Well, it's a brand new book series. It just came out this week. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
And if you want an opportunity to be in the next book, what do you do?
Yeah, go to teamdungy.com. There's a contest. You can enter your child. There'll be a character in the next book.
And
that
who
comes
wouldn't
out.
want to be in the next one?
That is a great
that.
idea.
Well, thank you
you.
guys for
right.
the book.
Thanks.
Good luck.
And you know,
great
when the
family.
season starts, you don't see him again because he's on the road with the
He'll be busy.
broadcasting with NBC.
Yes.
All right, good to have you both.
Thank you.